April 2022, I created this YouTube channel, and this April 2025 makes it exactly 3 years that this channel has been up and running. I was 17-year-old when I created this channel, and I actually did not know much. Of course, I had watched a lot of videos around how to grow on YouTube, around how to get views, around how to get subscribers on YouTube. But even at that, I was still uncertain. But in the midst of my uncertainty, I got the push from my elder brother, and that was just what I needed. I created the channel on April of 2022, and this April 2025 makes it exactly 3 years that this channel was created. And between then and now, we've grown from 0 subscribers to over 13,000 subscribers. That is insane, if you would ask me. And if I may say so myself, I mean, that is so beautiful. From 0 subscribers to now 13,000 subscribers in 3 years. And I built this while I was 17. I was just 17 when I started the channel. 17, uncertain, but then I knew what I wanted and I kickstarted the journey. In light of that, and in light of this celebration, in this video, I'll be sharing 13 out of all the lessons I've learned in my 3 years of building this channel from 0 to 13,000 subscribers and some other wins. So I will share 13 out of the lessons. I've learned a whole lot of lessons, trust me. If I'm going to spell out all the lessons I've learned, it will be a whole lot. But I'm going to share 13 out of those lessons that I'm sure will totally transform the YouTube journey of anyone watching this right now. And even if you are not a YouTuber, or even if you do not see yourself starting a YouTube channel, this video will still be of great help to you, because the lessons I'm going to be sharing in these videos are lessons that transcend the horizon of just YouTube. They are lessons that you can apply in any area and in any feed that you are in, and it is going to totally transform you, totally transform your journey, and you'll be so glad that you watch this video. Without further ado, let's get right into the lesson. I'm Iniski. I'm Inioluwa Mobolorunduro. That's my name. But then I mean the channel is Iniski, and some other persons know me as the creative magician. I'm a graphic designer, and I'm a 20-year-old graphic designer, YouTuber, and a lot, right? A whole lot. If you want to know more about me, you can just check the description box of this video. I spelled out some details, some little details about me that would really help. But then the part of me that is significant in this video is the fact that I'm a graphic designer, because that was actually what made it easy for me to start my YouTube channel. When I started on YouTube, I wasn't clueless about what my content would be about. I knew that my content should be around graphic design. I mean, that is why I mentioned that I am a graphic designer. Not I was, I see design, right? And I've been a designer for over 4 years now. So I've been creating designs over the past 4 years. And it's been 3 years that I started this channel. So I started this channel like 1 year after I started my design journey. And when I started this channel, I just wanted to pass out knowledge. I just wanted to give out knowledge. I just wanted to close a gap, right? That was open. And this is not to say that there were not other YouTubers before me that were creating the kind of content I created. I mean, there were YouTubers, and in fact, I read out to a few of them for some guide, right? That is one of the lessons that I'm going to spell out, or at least one of the bonuses, if it's not going to be among the lessons. I have the lessons spelled out here. In case I look down at some point, that is just to pick the lessons, because I want to be straight and direct, so I don't want to be parabolating around a point, and that is why I spelled them out in a note so that I can dish out the value that you need. The first lesson I have right here. Now let me just say this before I go to the first. There are some bonuses that I also attached to the lessons, and they are as powerful as the lessons themselves, if not even more powerful, right? So you need to stick around, and you need to really, really pay attention. Consistency is more important than perfection. Consistency is more important than perfection. This is one lesson that I'm actually still learning. Consistency is better than perfection. Know that in this game, you are going to keep learning. You are going to keep growing. You are going to keep getting better, especially and particularly if you are somebody that is so passionate about growing. If you are somebody that do not like to remain at a point, if you are someone that is not complacent, understand that you need to focus more on being consistent than being perfect. Your first video will not be perfect. Your first 10 videos will not be perfect. On this channel, I've dropped over 100 videos. For even my not all my videos are perfect. In fact, I can say maybe none of my videos are perfect, but they give out the value. People watch them, people appreciate them, people get the value that they want to get from the videos, and it helps their life. So your videos do not have to be perfect. Of course, as you keep growing, you keep raising the standard of perfection for yourself. As you keep growing, you keep getting better at editing your videos. As you keep growing, you keep creating better videos. You keep creating clearer videos. Right. When I started showing my face on this channel, when I crossed 10,000 subscribers, if you watch the video and you watch this video, you will see a wide difference between the between how clean the videos are and maybe the editing, right? And that is me just growing. So you don't have to focus on perfection. Quit focusing on perfection in your YouTube journey. Just focus on getting better with every video. And let me just say this. I mean, this is supposed to be part of the bonus, but let me just add it to this point. Reduce the creation barrier for yourself, right? No matter the niche you are, no matter the kind of videos you create, reduce the creation barrier for yourself so that you can be consistent, so that your excuse for not being consistent will not be, oh, I'm trying to create this kind of video, and this kind of videos it takes like 2 weeks to create, and so because of that, that is why I am not being consistent with uploading videos. You don't want that kind of excuse, right? Because it is going to impact your YouTube growth one way or the other, directly or indirectly. So as much as possible, reduce the creation barrier for yourself. Create videos that would still be good, but that would also be easy to create, so that you do not spend all your time thinking about how to create the video and not even creating the video. So consistency, like I said, is actually better than chasing perfection. That is the first lesson out of the thing. The second lesson I have here is that the right niche will attract the right people. Quit focusing on just trying to reach everybody. Quit focusing on trying to make everybody your subscriber. You know, when I started out this channel, one thing I did was that I shared my link on my WhatsApp status, and I have a lot of audience on WhatsApp. I've had a lot of audience right from 2022, even though I mean they were just about 500 or 200 at the time. They were not so much, right? I mean, eventually they got so much, but then they were not so much at the time. But then I had a very supportive community. Maybe that will be one of the points too that I will mention, that you can actually leverage on your community. But this is where I'm going. The community I had then were community that actually were in sync with my niche, right? So then I had a lot of designers in my community on WhatsApp, and this was a channel that was going to be around design, smartphone design precisely at the time. And most of the audience I have in my WhatsApp community were smartphone designers. So it makes sense, because these are people that already I've trained some of them before, and now they are going to keep watching my videos on YouTube, because they are the right audience for my videos. Right. So the right niche will attract the right people. Stop focusing on trying to get everyone to watch your videos. Stop trying to stop just because you want to get a lot of subscribers. Stop trying to get everyone to subscribe on your channel. I mean, except your videos are videos that appeal to everyone, right? But if you are in a specific niche like mine, graphic design, you know that not everybody are the right audience or are the right people to watch your videos, right? So quit focusing on trying to get everyone to watch your videos. The right niche will attract the right people. So just be consistent. You see, this boils down now. This goes back. This takes us back to our first point. So just be consistent in dishing out the kind of content that you want to keep putting out, right? And it will attract the right kind of people to your channel. The third point I have here, or the third lesson that I have here, is engagement with your community is just as important as views. let me just add a bonus. I'm going to add a bonus, or I plan to add a bonus at the end of this video, but let me just add the bonus now. That as much as possible, as early as wherever your channel is right now, maybe 100 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, wherever it may be, if you've not done this already, let me just tell you right now, create a community outside of YouTube where you can interact or update your audience outside of YouTube. I'm not saying that YouTube now. Outside of YouTube, create a community. It could be maybe a WhatsApp group. It could be a Telegram group. I have a Telegram group with over 3,000 persons that when they got to the group through this channel, right? Through my channel. So like I have like at least 2,000 of them will be my subscribers, right? And more people are still joining. I think we are about 3,500 right now or so. I've lost track, and I mean, it's been a while I actually checked the numbers. But then people keep joining every single time from this channel, right? Yours can be a WhatsApp group, yours can be a Telegram group. I mean, I would not advise WhatsApp group because when new people join a WhatsApp group, they won't see the previous messages, right? But then it could be a Telegram. I highly recommend Telegram, right? A Telegram channel, or maybe a Telegram group, whatever the case may be for you, right? Or whatever you might be interested in using. Or it could be an email list, right? So maybe your subscribers, they could subscribe to your email list. Maybe you put a link in your description box or in your channel link, maybe in the bio of your channel, where they can easily access the email list, where other subscribers have actually joined. See, start this as early as possible on your channel, as early as possible, so that for whatever reason, if you need to interact with your audience, with your community outside of YouTube, you can always do that, maybe in your mailing list, in your Telegram channel, or whatever you decide to use. Aside from that, you can always update them about new videos. This way, it actually makes it easy for you to keep getting views, valid views on your videos, because these people that you're updating are people that are already subscribed to your channel, right? And then another important thing is that it actually helps you to create this kind of connection and bond with your community, because now they are not just seeing you as a YouTuber. They are not just seeing you as, okay, this guy is a YouTuber that creates videos that actually has blessed me, I've gotten value from. No, they are seeing you as someone that is now closer, that they can actually reach. If they need to reach, maybe they can send you a DM, or they can actually even drop a message. I mean, it makes communication easy. Before on your channel, it was you just creating videos, they watch the video, they get the value, they comment maybe, right? But now they can actually share ideas with you. They can actually share some kind of video that they want to see more on your channel. They can share it with you, because now you have a community where they can actually access. This point is very, very powerful if you are going to actually maximize it. The third point, like I said, let me just repeat that again, is that engagement with your community is just as important as the views, because it will keep them coming back to watch your videos, which is going to signal to YouTube that actually people are getting value from your videos, and which is actually going to make your videos go to the feed of a lot more new persons, right? So ensure that you actually engage with your community and reply comments on your videos. Yes, don't leave comment hanging. Like I said, at this point, I think that I'm still learning. I've learned, they've helped me grow up to this point, and I'm still learning them and actually working towards engaging them. The fourth lesson that I have right here with me is growth comes from adding value, not just chasing views. I'm going to take that again. Growth comes from adding value, not just chasing views. So what this will do is that it will help you to actually be more intentional with the kind of content that you create, because you are not just creating content to catch trends. You are not just creating content to actually just catch up with the trends that are everywhere. No, you are intentional with the process of creating your videos. You are trying to create videos that is actually going to add value to any of your viewers or anybody that come across that video. I mean, the right people. Don't forget, I mentioned in the second point that the right niche will attract the right people. So we are talking about the right people, because your videos cannot appeal to everyone, right? So as much as possible, don't let the wrong people join your subscriber list, right, on YouTube. But then, like I said, ensure that you are creating videos that actually add value to the lives of your viewers. People should watch your video and be compelled to actually comment and say, thank you for this video. Thank you for this video. I got a comment recently on one of my videos, an old video actually. I mean, this video was created, I think about 2 years ago. I think over a year ago, right? And then I got a comment, person was like, thank you so much for this video. I've been trying to get this. I've been trying to learn this and all of that. And apart from the fact that it is me adding value to the person, it also, in a way, gives me fulfillment, because when I created this channel, I wasn't looking at the money. I wasn't looking at the brand deals, the partnerships, the brand promotion deals, and the money and the revenue that I could make from the channel, right? I was looking at the impact that it would make. Honestly, I was looking at the fact that, okay, with my videos now, I'll be able to impact lives. And I mean, that is what is happening. And these people are getting value. I've met people even in real life that meet me and say, oh, are you Iniski? I've watched your videos. I've watched your videos a lot. Your videos blessed me. Your videos impacted me. Your videos helped my design journey. I learned your videos, this and this. Thank you so. And that just gave me this kind of fulfillment that I don't think I would have gotten if I was just chasing views, because I would just be creating random videos if I needed just views, right? And so ensure that in trying to build your YouTube channel, in trying to build your YouTube, or ensure that you're actually intentional with creating videos that give value, not just chasing views. That's the fourth point. I'm trying to beat time because I don't want this video to be too long. The fifth point is you will get discouraged. That is part of the package. It comes with the territory. You are going to get discouraged, but don't let that stop you, right? See, this is fact. I'm talking from the standpoint of someone that has been on YouTube for 3 years and that has put some crazy level of results as far as YouTube is concerned. So I'm not just telling you this to just motivate you or to just, I'm telling you that you are going to get discouraged. So even if you are not discouraged right now, I'm telling you, I'm prophesying. I'm giving a sure prophecy that you are going to get discouraged. But then, don't let that stop you. I've gotten discouraged a couple of times. There was a time, this was last year, where my channel got demonetized, and for like 3 months, I did not upload any channel on the. I did not upload any video on the channel for like 3 months. This was, I think, from around March last year to around June last year. So it was in June that I got it rectified. Even though, I wish I knew what I knew in June earlier. I would not have to wait for that long. But the reason why I wasn't posting, I wasn't uploading within that time frame was because I was discouraged, right? Because I feel like I would be putting out videos, my videos were not going to be monetized and all of that. And I mean, that just discouraged me. All right, so I got discouraged, but in June I got it sorted, and then I started putting out videos again, back to back, back to back, back to back, right? And aside from that, I've gotten discouraged a couple of times. When I started out on YouTube, I would work from, I was staying, the area I was staying at the time, I wasn't staying at my place. I was staying with a relative, and so I would not want to disturb anyone in the house. So I work some minutes. I mean, this is like 30 to 1 hour, 30 minutes to 1 hour before I get to the place. Well, let's say 15 minutes to 1 hour, right? Sometimes to get to a secluded building. So it was in that building that I would record the videos. I didn't have a mic, I didn't have a tripod stand, I didn't have anything. I had just my phone, my Android phone at the time. I think it was a Redmi 9C. Yeah, I think it was a Redmi 9C at the time, and that was the phone I was using to record my videos, record my screen, and then just putting out. It was discouraging, right? But then I kept putting it out, I kept showing up, I kept going, and even till now, there are times where I still get discouraged, right? It comes with the territory, like I said, and just ensure that you are thicker than the discouragement. Just ensure that you are stronger than whatever discouragement that you might be faced with, all right? The sixth point I have here is quality content beats quantity. Listen, quality content beats quantity, but both are needed for growth. I'm going to take that again. Quality content beats quantity, but both are needed for growth. And I'm just going to say this. especially if you are just starting out on YouTube, focus more on quantity than being too obsessed over quality. Now, don't get me wrong. If you can afford quality, please give that quality. It will help you. So if you can afford both quantity and quality as a new YouTuber that is just starting out, please. I mean, there are people that just start YouTube and they already have a camera, they already have a very good space with aesthetics and all of that. I mean, that is very beautiful. That's a plus. But I'm saying that if you are somebody like me, I mean, from where I started from, where the aesthetics were not there. In fact, I wasn't showing my face for the longest. I was creating screen record, and up to when I got 10,000 subscribers, I did not show my face on the channel, right? So, I mean, the aesthetics were not there. I was just creating videos that I knew I could create at the time that would still give out value, right? So, but then, if you are someone that can afford the quantity and the quality, please give it. But if you are somebody that you cannot afford the quality, right, give quantity, because at that point in time, YouTube does not know you. You are like a stranger on the platform. You are a stranger trying to penetrate and have your way on the platform. So, but the more you keep putting out quantity, now let me just say this. When I say give out quantity, when I say focus more on quantity, I am not saying that you start uploading rubbish videos, like more rubbish videos, please. As much as possible, don't be mediocre, right? So give in your best, right, in editing your videos and all of that. Even if you go to as far back as my earliest videos, you would see that I was intentional. I mean, I didn't have the mic. I mean, now I use an Oleland like M2 mic, one crazy mic like that, right? I use the mic now, but then I didn't have any mic, right? I didn't have any, I was using my phone mic. I was using my phone mic. I mean, the inbuilt mic. I would just talk to my phone and record the screen and all of that, right? So I didn't have all of that, but now I have that. But even as I then, if you listen to my videos, then if you were listening to my videos, you would know that, okay, my videos were not cracking, my videos were not breaking, my videos were not rubbish videos. They were videos that were still audible, right? Even though I was using a low end phone then, the screen record, the quality was still reasonable, right? So I'm not saying that you now begin to create videos that people cannot watch or people cannot hear. That's not my point. I'm saying that do not do not be overly focused on quality, that it now stops you from giving out more quantity, right? And that's why if we go back to the first point where I mentioned consistency, at that point I mentioned that reduce the creation barrier for yourself so that you can churn out more content, because especially as a new YouTuber, you need more content. I mean, you need more content, consistency, and back-to-back videos so that the channel can, so that the platform can actually know that, okay, there is somebody here. The seventh point I have with me, the seventh lesson that I have here is you will learn more from your failures than from your wins. You are going to learn more from your failure than from your wins. So when you create that video and it doesn't really get views, right? And then you create another video and then it get views. You are going to learn more from that video that didn't get views than videos that they get a lot of views, right? Because what failure will do many times, especially if you are someone that have the right attitude towards failure, is that it makes you reevaluate your decisions. It makes you reevaluate your choices. So you are like, what did I do wrong? Okay, what did I do here that I did not do here? Like, how come this video got this amount of views, but then this unusual number of views than what I usually get on the channel, but then these other videos that I actually even maybe invested more energy in is getting lesser views, right? It is only failure, or it is usually failure that will put you in that position where you have to now rethink, right? I mean, what did I do? How can I get better? What can I do? What can I do to get better? What can I do to get more views eventually? What can I do? What can I make better in my videos so that it can actually bring in better results? Right, so you're going to learn more from failure. So don't be afraid of failing. That's the point. Don't be afraid of failing. When you post a video and the video gets just like 10 views, don't be like, oh, come on, I failed this video, this rubbish, this and this and this and this and this and that. Right? everything compounds over time. There's a um, law of compounding, right? That compounding law. So as you keep showing up, as you keep putting out videos, everything, the results will be compounding. It may not come once, right? It's just like that bamboo tree, right? I think in China or something, that you plant the seed and then for like I think 4 years. I don't want to give wrong gist, right? But I mean, you can do your research. But I learned for a very long period of time, you are not even going to see it protrude. But I think in less than 1 year, after few years, I think in less than 1 year or in few months, you just see that tree grow up and is now very very tall. Now become like one of the tallest trees, right? I mean, that just tells you that throughout that long period where it wasn't even showing results, something was happening. It was compounding. That is what happens when you keep showing up, when you are being consistent. One day you just post a video and maybe the video goes viral and then it just changes everything. So don't get discouraged from failures. Instead, learn from the failure. Have a positive attitude towards failure, right? Be open to learning from failure, and don't be too focused on just wins, 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 wins. That when you have failures, you do not think about what could have led to that failure. The eighth lesson I have here with me, we are going to 13, 8 part 13, is your audience will guide your content if you listen. Your audience will guide your content if you listen. And this will now take us back to that, I think the third point, where I mentioned that engagement with your community is important. You know, I mentioned that I have a Telegram channel where a lot of my community, a lot of my people are in there. By the way, if you are not in that community, you can just check the description box of this video. The link is in the description box of this video, right? So you can just check it out, and I mean, you are going to find your way to the community, right? So there are times where, especially when the community was open, now I've logged the group, right? I mean, I'm going to open it sometime soon, right? But then when it was open, people would comment, oh, sometimes I will ask them, what kind of videos do you want on the channel? What kind of videos do you want to see on the channel? What kind of videos do you love? What kind of videos do you want to see more on the channel? And I get feedbacks, and many times these feedbacks actually impact my videos, right? Because it now gives me the ideas that I know they want, and so I create videos satisfying the ideas. Definitely they will watch it because it is coming from them. So if you listen to your audience, and see, you are not going to be able to hear them unless you create a structure where they can talk, where they can speak, such that they are sure that you will hear, right? Because people will only speak when they know that you are going to listen. People will speak when they are sure that you are going to listen to them, right? When they are sure that you're going to pay attention to them, right? So it makes people more open to listening. So you have to first create a structure that would actually make them that will actually make them listen, that will actually make them want to talk and want to speak. That is the 8 point. The ninth point here is authenticity is key. People subscribe to you, not just your content. This is the ninth lesson I've learned in my 3 years of actually putting out content on this channel and actually growing. People subscribe not just because of your content. So when people subscribe, they are not just subscribing because of your content. I mean, there are people that subscribe because of you, right? So they want you to be authentic. They are not subscribing because of what you say. They are subscribing because of how authentic you are, how original you are. You are not trying to form. You are not trying to actually um um trying to project what you are not. No, you are actually just living your life, and you are trying to give out value as you are growing, right? People subscribe many times because of your authentic self. You are not coming and trying to fake things. Oh, I bought $2,000 of car. Oh, I did this. Maybe you are trying to borrow things to just make it seem like, okay, you are the owner and all of that. No, you are not doing all of that. So don't try to make up a life that is not that does not exist just because you want to meet a particular threshold of standard. I don't know, right? So as much as possible, be your authentic self. Don't prove to be who you are not. Don't prove to be what you are not. Don't try to prove a what that you don't have. right? Be authentic, and then gradually you will grow to that point where you will not have to fake anything. The 10th point I have here, we are going to 13. The 10th point I have here is don't be afraid to evolve your content creation. You know, Apostle Joshua Selma, whom I listen to a lot, used to say something. He said, the enemy of your next level is your current level. Maybe I'm paraphrasing now, but there is a way he actually puts it sometimes. He says, the enemy of your next level is your current level. The enemy of your current level might be your previous level, right? So, as much as possible, do not be afraid to explore. Do not be afraid to evolve. Many times, and I get it many times, because sometimes you are afraid, you are uncertain. Okay, what if I start creating this kind of content? Or what if I adjust my content this way and people stop watching? When I wanted to start showing my face on this channel, I had a lot of fears. I mean, in fact, I had wanted to start showing my face on this channel since when I hit, I think, 5,000 subscribers. But I was like, no, 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 no. Then I pushed to 10,000 subscribers. And even when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I had to push myself. Like my friends had to motivate me. Not because I was camera shy, but because I just had my insecurity then that didn't want me to actually evolve to creating this kind of content. Right. So don't be afraid to evolve your process of content creation, evolve your strategy, evolve your process, evolve your pattern, evolve your modus operandi. Don't be afraid to actually just evolve. As you keep learning, as you keep growing, as you keep getting better, also ensure that the kind of content you create, maybe the nature of content you create or your process, just ensure that it also reflects the growth that you are actually experiencing. The 11th point here, we have like 3 points to go. The 11th point I have here is your story matters. Share it and people will connect. Your story matters. At the end of the day, you realize that there are people that are waiting to actually they are waiting for your story. There are people that are passing through what you are passing through. This point is actually particular to people that create content that maybe are not niche specific, like graphic design, right? Maybe you are creating content that's around personal development, that's around growth. Understand that your story matters. People want to hear your story. People want to know what you've passed through, because there are people that are there are people that are currently in the stage that you've actually passed through, and they are curious to know what you did when you were in that stage. They were curious to know how that stage was like for you. They are curious to know how you were able to manage that particular stage. They are curious to know how you were able to survive that stage. So share your story. Your story matters, and people are waiting to connect your story. People are waiting to learn from your story. People are waiting to actually pick one or two from your stories. Like now, I'm sharing my story, my 13,000 subscribers, my journey, all of that. And there are people that this is going to bless. There are people that this video is going to help them. There are people that this video is going to change the trajectory of their YouTubing, their YouTube channel, all of that, right? Just because I am sharing my story, I am sharing lessons from my story. So share your story. Your story matters. We want to hear it, we want to learn from it, and we actually want to connect to it. The 12th lesson I've learned in my 3 years of creating content on this channel is explore different content styles. Don't be too rigid, especially when you are starting, right? This is similar to the point I raised before the last point. That point where I said don't be afraid to evolve your content creation. This particular point is similar to it. Explore different content styles, okay? Because at the end of the day, you might not know which will do well, right? If you are too fixated on just one and you keep creating that one, you don't know if maybe when you switch a bit, when you switch things up a bit, that one will connect more with your audience than the style that you have been creating. You will never know until you try. So don't be afraid to try, explore, right? Try out different content styles. Try to create your content in different places. Don't be too rigid. Oh, this is where I must create it. Oh, this is how I must do it. Or this is what I must say. Oh, this is the pattern I must follow. Oh, this is the process I must follow. Don't be too rigid, because at the end of the day, the people that you are dealing with, your subscribers are humans. Like, they are real human beings that watch your content, not robots, and they can be flexible at times. And many times you will never really know what they want until you give them what they want, right? And that is the 12th lesson I've learned. The 13th lesson, and that is the last lesson I've learned in my 13, not the last lesson, but I mean the last lesson I will be sharing, because I've learned a whole lot, like I said earlier. The 13th lesson I have right here with me is: you can do this with consistency, patience, and value. You can do this, right? I mean, the way I'm talking is making me feel like I've been there, or I'm up there. But at the end of the day, I'm still growing, right? But there are people that are struggling to even hit their first 13 subscribers. I'm not saying 13,000. I'm saying their first 13 subscribers. And maybe you are one of them watching this video. There are people that are struggling to hit their first 1,000 subscribers. Some people have been struggling to hit their first 5,000 subscribers, even in more than 3 years, right? And this video is for you. I'm saying that you can do it. All you have to do is to pay attention to these lessons. If you need to watch this video again, if you need to go back, right? If you want me to expatiate on any of the lessons and how they impacted my journey or something, please let me know in the comments. Drop a comment. Let me know in the comment and let me read from you. Because at the end of the day, I do not just want you to watch this video and just add it to one of the videos that you've watched. No, I want this video to actually really help you. This video to actually impact you, right? I want you to take something tangible from this video that you would be able to take real action on. You can do it. You can actually grow. I'm still growing. I have my goals this year. I want to hit like 50,000 subscribers. I have my goal. I'm still growing. I keep learning. I keep growing, and I'm trying to keep getting better day by day. And you too can do it. I didn't see myself growing this fast. Honestly, when I started out, of course, I wanted to grow fast, but I didn't see myself even hitting 10,000 subscribers at the time, right? I knew that one day I was going to hit it if I keep going, but I didn't see it coming this fast. About 5 months after I started my YouTube channel, I hit my first 1,000 subscribers. Like, that's crazy. About 1 year after I started my design, less than 1 year, I think about less than 1 year after I started my content creation, I got my first brand deal, right? I had just less than 2,000 subscribers. Or I had about 2,000 subscribers. By 1 year after I started my design journey, I think 1 year and some months, I got monetized. Like, all of these things happening back to back, I didn't see them happening that fast. But then what I did was that I was consistent. I kept showing up, even with the limitations, even with the failures, even with the everything. I kept showing up. And here we are today, still growing. I'm going to give you one bonus point. I think about two. Let me just give you one. Okay. Yeah, one. Let me give you one, because it was supposed to be two, but then I mentioned one already, that have a community right outside of YouTube where you can interact with your audience. And then the bonus point I want to add is, beyond the result, listen to me well. Beyond the result, focus on the process that leads to the result. Beyond the result. Oh, you need got $150 brand deal. Oh, you need got this and this. Oh, you need grew by this and this. You need got like 1,000 subscribers in like 5 months. You need got like, you need has like 13,000 subscribers. You need has built a level of influence. Oh, about 500,000 views and all of that. All of those are beautiful. Please let them inspire you. Draw inspiration from them. But them, let them not be your main source of motivation. Your motivation has to come from within. If it is going to last, if it is going to be sustainable, it has to come from within. There is um motivation from results, right? They are usually short-lived. They can't take you as far as you want to go, right? Because when the results are not coming, you get discouraged. So the reason why you are doing it is because of the result that you saw someone else pull. Not that there is a bigger drive, not like there's a drive that is sponsoring and powering the videos you are creating. That way you are going to burn out, you are going to stop creating in no short time. So as much as possible, beyond the result, focus on the process that leads to the result. See, at the end of the day, the result is going to come. Like it's like 1 plus 1. If you add 1 plus 1, it's going to give you 2. If you add 1 plus 2, it is going to give you 3. If you add 1 plus 4, it is going to give you 5. That result is certain, so long as the parameters that leads to that result are in place. So long as the right parameters are in place, the result is going to be certain. But if you are not beginning to chase 5 when you don't have 1, when you don't have 4, you are chasing 5, you are not going to get 5. Your answer will not be 5 if you don't have 4, if you don't have 1. Right? So rather than focus on, okay, I want to get brand deals, I want to make money, I want to get monetized, I want my videos to get thousands of views, I want to get this and this and this and this and this. Focus on the process that leads to the result, and that is going to completely transform your mindset towards growing on YouTube. If this video has helped you in any way, please let me know in the comment section. I would love to read from you. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you want to get any of my products, please check the description box of the video. Like I said, this makes it exactly 3 years that I've been on YouTube, and so I'm currently doing some giveaways and some discounts on my product. So just check the description box of this video or check the comments so that you can take advantage of them before the deadline hits, or before the offer expires, before the giveaway stop, before the discount expires, whatever it is. And I believe I'm going to see you in the next. By the way, share this video, right? Share this video with anybody, right? Just share this video, whether the person has a YouTube channel or not, whether the person is an aspiring YouTuber or not. Just share this video. Like, I believe you can already tell this video is not just for YouTubers. These lessons are lessons that is going to help you no matter whatever field you are on. I'm going to see you in the next video.